It's a tragedy, but it's a tragedy for the children, not for the mom.
Now to a Fox 23 exclusive. We're hearing more from the family of the children who were killed by their mother in Thursday's murder-suicide in Verdigris. We have an exclusive interview with one family member who is sharing with Fox 23 more information about what happened. They say they saw warning signs of the mother's mental state, but never imagined it would come to this. Fox 23's Catherine James is live in studio after speaking with the family during last night's candlelight vigil.
That's right, Rick. I spoke with the father of the youngest victim, 9-month-old baby Billy, and the grandmother of 6-year-old Bryce. They both say they're devastated, but angry at a system that they say failed to protect the children from a mother who was known to be suicidal. They say she should have never had access to a gun or unsupervised visits with the kids. There are unanswered questions as family and friends came together to mourn the loss of 3 young lives, tragically cut short by their own mother in what OSBI is calling a murder-suicide. They can't understand how 39-year-old Brandy McCaslin could kill 11-year-old Noe, 6-year-old Bryce, and 9-month-old baby Billy.
They were the most innocent, sweet kids.
Baby Billy's father, Billy Jacobson, says he saw red flags earlier this year.
There was an incident in January where Brandy had tried to commit suicide, and they actually had to wrestle the gun out of her hand. Her nephew did.
Jacobson says he filed for emergency custody of baby Billy, and it was granted.
Everything was fine for about a month. She did a little treatment, and they decided to give her back supervised visitation, which I was hesitant at that as well. I was scared that there wasn't anything changed.
OSBI says it was during a supervised visit that McCaslin took another woman and her 2 kids hostage. They were able to escape before McCaslin shot and killed her own 3 kids and herself.
And there was nothing I could do, and I basically watched my son fade from my hands because I knew something was going to happen and no one would help us.
6-year-old Bryce's grandmother, Janet Wisman, wants to know how McCaslin got a gun.
I'm devastated. I'm furious. I'm trying to it's not real yet.
Her other grandson was one of the kids held hostage in the garage who escaped.
I had 2 grandbabies there that could have been gone. I'm just very lucky that the lady in the garage, my daughter-in-law, was smart enough to try to get help. She's the one blowing the Roman candle out the window.
That's what got a patrol officer's attention, leading to an hours-long standoff. Jacobson says laws need to change to protect kids.
We got to have some checks and balances and some accountability when it comes to mental health in this state, because as it sits now, it cost my baby his life and cost my 2 of the kids that I considered my children their lives too.
That's just heartbreaking. Now, if you'd like to help these families out with funeral expenses, we do have GoFundMe links in our web story at fox23.com. Reporting live and also covering news that matters, Catherine James, Fox 23 News.